What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the first time to the Preacher Boy show. So today, hello everyone. Welcome back to the PreacherBoyChan show, or just the Preacher Boy. I don't know what I was gonna call it yet. Welcome to episode 1. Today's episode. Well, first off, let's start explaining what we do on this show, the podcast show, or whatever you want to call it. It's a show regardless, like the after hours show. And after our show, episode whatever will be coming out soon. I'm probably gonna stop numbering them because I will forget. So I'm just gonna after the after hour show and then give them the title of what we're talking about that show. And same thing with the Preacher Boy. We're not doing numbers because anyone could start anywhere on the Preacher Boy show. So anyway, Preacher Boy here. Let's talk. It's been a while. Let's get some things out of the way. First, I do not condone any political parties. I am a philosopher, first off, so I believe in all religions. I'm a centralist, so I believe that there's both sides of the spectrums, but I still believe that there should not be parties, as George Washington said, the founding father. There should be no political parties. History book-wise, you can come at me for that. And so, yeah, come at me for believing in what George Washington said, one of the founding fathers and first ever president of the United States, and one of the generals that actually got us, the United States of America, for freedom and our right to pursue happiness. So, anyway, so I got that out of the way. I'm not a political figure. You don't have to believe in everything I say. You can click off on this video and go watch the After Hours show if you want to, because this talks about a lot of the stuff that Charlie Kirk was preaching in a way, but differently, because I've been doing it before Charlie Kirk got big. I did it 2 years ago. He was still around, but not as big as he was, to get, And I hate the fact that you guys killed somebody. And yes, today's topic we're going to be talking about is hatred. One of the 7 deadly sins, and also one of the 10 commandments in the Bible. So the 7 deadly sins is basically sins that are not written anywhere pretty much. But it's the 7 deadly sins that can be represented in a parade. For example, Carnival in Brazil, Rio, if you watch it, it represents the 7 deadly sins. Lust, greed, I don't know all of them. I would ask them I watch, but I wanted to make this video quick because I got stuff to do. So, hatred. We're talking about hatred or wrath in a way. It could be called wrath. So hatred is something I grew up a lot. Okay, hatred is something everyone grows up with. But specifically me, I grew up with hatred a lot. It's still in my body to this day. And yet, even though I preach not to hate anybody because it wastes energy, time, and it makes you more wrinkly than a raisin, it's still with me. It's hard to get rid of hatred. And I don't believe in two sides. I don't believe in good and evil. I believe in positive and negative energy. That's the scientist in me. Because yes, I do believe that everyone believes in something, even science, even the people who don't believe in anything believe that, hey, when you die, you don't go anywhere. So that's something to believe in, right? Exactly. So anyway, it is 9:54. I am on military time now, guys, because I am enlisted in the Navy. Enlisted means I'm technically not in it yet until I go after basic and after that. So let's stop changing the subject. Hatred. What can we describe hatred as? Well, hatred is basically, I'm going to use my own opinion on it because I don't have a dictionary with me. But hatred is the disliking of another person for a reason or multiple reasons. So, hatred. Hatred is something I grew up a long time. My dad grew up with, my mom. You can't say a person has not had a single ounce of hatred in their heart before. When they get cut in line by some kids, I did that. But yeah. So let's bring up some recent topics that involve hatred. Number 1, Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, I'm a very opinionated man, but I do not believe in sides. Like I said before, I believe in the yin-yang philosophy of good versus evil, which is you can't have a little bit of good without a little bit of evil. You can't have a little bit of bad without a little bit of good. And you can't separate them because without, chaos happens. And that's what happens. Someone had bad intentions for bad reasons. And if you do that, it causes catastrophe pretty much. So Charlie Kirk, great guy, family guy, right? He was married. He was a political figure. He was a public speaker. He did practice his freedom of speech, which every U.S. citizen does get, but is a God-given right regardless if you're in the United States. So let's talk about it. I hated the fact that somebody killed him. That was one of the 10 commandments. I grew up Catholic, guys. I wasn't always a philosopher. But killing somebody is something horrible. For example, let's take example Hacksaw Ridge, a movie based on real events during World War II, I'm pretty sure, where someone named Desmond Ross never held a gun in the war. Like in Hacksaw Ridge, he never held a gun. He never shot a gun. He never held a weapon, nothing. He was a combat medic, specifically only doing God's mission of saving those around him without killing anybody. He was literally not even a combat medic. He was just a regular medic, a guy willing to do good. Because why? He had bad intentions when he was growing up. His dad was a war veteran from, I want to say World War II. I don't remember but every detail, but let's say World War II. He was an alcoholic. He was abusive against his mother. And one night, it was one of the worst arguments they had. He brought a gun out, and Desmond Doss, prevented anything from happening. He grabbed the gun from his father's hand. He accidentally shot the gun in the air. He didn't shoot his dad. And he looked at his hands. He went to the board where it's released the 10 Commandments, and he just stared at thou shalt not kill thy neighbor, or thou shalt not hate thy neighbor as well. And that represents a lot. And people after Charlie Kirk died remembered him for the good he did. And yet there's still people who praise on his downfall. That is how much hatred people have in their hearts. Guys, you should not be having hatred. Like, for example, my dog, Kiki, y'all know her, Lil Bon Kui Kui, my baby, my daughter, my fur baby, the leader of the Bon Kui Kui clan, the guard dog of this house, even though she's not really good at it. I don't know. But she is pretty good at her job. She knows when people are coming. She barks, she tells us to get ready. She gives us, responsibilities. We love Kiki to death, but sometimes she gets on her nerves. Like I said, good without evil. You can't live without it. Or positive and negative, you can't live without it. And literally, Kiki right here just chilling. She's just being a good girl. So the fact that you guys praise upon somebody's death is saying a lot about that person. For example, let's say John Wick. Yeah, let's talk about John Wick, the movie. Somebody killed his dog, right? John Wick is the definition of bad intentions with good intentions on the inside of his heart. Because one, he was going through a lot. His wife died of an untreatable cure. He buried his own wife. He was living alone. His wife, sorry for any spoilers, but this movie's old as hell. He literally got given a dog named Daisy after his wife's favorite flower. And guess what? Somebody shot him because they wanted his dope-ass Mustang. Like, I get it. I want the dope-ass Mustang. But if somebody kills a dog, I'm Scorpion your ass for Mortal Kombat. I am haunting you till the day you die, and I will hunt you down in heaven or hell or whatever you believe in. I will hunt you down if you kill a dog. Because dog spelled backwards is God. And God made everything in his image. And that dog right there that they killed from Keanu Reeves' movie, God bless that dog's heart because she was trying to protect his owner. Like, bro, if you hate somebody that much, even after they're dead, bro, why are you still here? Like, why are you posting? Keep it to yourself. Let the gods you believe in, let the political parties you believe in, the LG, whatever the heck, numbers and freaking whatever it is believe in, let them hear about that. And they're going to be like, dude, what the frick are you thinking posting that video saying, yay, he's dead. My guy, he has freedom of speech. The reason why the LGBTQ is the way it is freedom of speech. Activists. Charlie Kirk was literally an activist for his political party. Do I remember what one it was? No, I don't. Do I remember him supporting Trump? Yeah, I do. Is Trump deporting a lot of my fellow, Latinos and whatnot? Yes, he is. Do I hate him for it? No, I don't. Do I feel some type of way to it? Yes, I do. Because not only is it destabilizing the economy, but it's also destabilizing the main idea of what America was. America is built on immigration, slavery, and a lot of other stuff. But those are the main components. Immigration, slavery, and the right of freedom, property, and the pursuit of happiness. Which is literally what he's going against George Washington. Like, bro, I'm a history buff, and I know George Washington nowadays, if he would look at what Donald Trump is doing, he would be like, UFC event, good. What the hell are you doing? Smacks him. That's how bad I think George Washington, because put yourself in George Washington's shoes. Years of war, years of politics, and years of whatever else he went through. I mean, George Washington was a slave owner, but he was kind. He was forgiving. He wasn't hateful. He actually didn't treat his slaves like total shit. He actually let them be free, work a certain amount of time. Because see, that's the thing. Yes, black people. Yes, I know you guys are going to hate me for saying this, but not all white people are racist. Yes, there's white privilege in the world. Yes, the rich get richer off the poor because guess what? Who owns the hoods? The white people do. They made those buildings. They own that land. That's why they want you to stay there. That's why they put gun stores on the corner of the street so you could shoot up at each other and they could get rich off someone poorer than them. That's why so many kids in the hood want to be a rapper. Stop being a rapper. Be a real estate agent. Help those around you. Actually buy the land from the white people so that way you can put up restaurants, buildings, music clubs, game clubs, all that good stuff, man. And I hate the fact that people shoot up each other out of hatred. Like the fact there's gangs in the world. Yes, there's gangs in the world. Yes, there's cartels in Mexico. But guess what? Not all cartels are bad, bro. Some of them literally just kill pedophiles and fucking rapists and all that. Look into it. Like, I'm trying not to get emotional right now, but bro, hatred is the bane of pain. Naruto, Shippuden, pain. Nagato, they stood for what pain is. Pain is literally the hatred and trauma that causes war. And that says a lot because hatred really does derive a lot from pain. I felt so much hatred. I felt so much pain. I've been through so much pain. But see, the people who smile the brightest, Naruto, Luffy, Goku, Bleach, all the anime characters, every character in any show, the ones who smile the brightest, the one who laughs the loudest, is the loneliest, the saddest, the one that cries the most, the one that's the most depressed, the one that's questioning about offing themselves. And I've been through that. And I've gone to therapy for it. And yes, I still think about some of those things, but I know better because those around me cannot live without me. That's how much love and care and passion I have in my heart. I am the definition of yin and yang, I want to say. I'm not saying I am the embodiment of it, but I have bad intentions with good inside of them. But I also have good intentions with evil inside of them. And it breaks my heart knowing that people see me as an annoying, selfish. And look, I was going to make a separate video to this, but I have stolen before. I have disrespected my own father before. I have disrespected my own mom before. I have stolen from my own family before. Have I learned better from it? Yes. Was it bad intentions, but with a little bit of good inside of it? Yes, it was. I was trying to make bills meet ends. Like, see, the thing is, a lot of people don't listen to me. Yes, I talk a lot, but the reason why I talk a lot is because maybe I didn't get enough attention growing up as a kid. When I went to my therapist, they said I had father issues, and I told them my father has father issues. And I'm not going to pull in my whole personal life into the Preacher Boy show, but I'm going to explain why hatred is horrible. Yes, sometimes hatred is good. You can use that hatred to come out with a positive. Use the negative to become a positive. Because Isaac Newton, the people who invented everything, energy cannot, or matter, it's matter. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It could just transform into something else. Science, baby. When Jesus said, "Let there be light," everyone was there. But you know who? The devil himself. And guess what? Adam and Eve, the apple that Eve took a bite of, represents the human will. Without that human will, we would still be stuck in the Stone Ages, ladies and gentlemen. And that's me preaching against the Bible. And guess what? It's true. It is. The apple represents the freedom of will. The human will to survive. The free will to make your own choices. The choice to not believe in faith as much. So, as a philosopher, I have faith in people. I have faith in people and the way life is around me. Will I die tomorrow? I don't know. Will I die right now? I don't know. All I hope is that the people around me will take my videos into consideration and apply them to their own life. And that's why I started The Preacher Boy, to actually start preaching things I believe in. Yes, I'm wearing a nice shirt, but guess what I'm wearing under it? Shorts, like dirty shorts that are painted. Guess what I'm wearing for my shoes? I'm wearing my same old house slippers with paint on. I dressed with good intentions, but bad outlook, because my heart likes staying comfy and I don't like the heat. See, that's what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Just believe in positive and negative. Stop hating on thy neighbor. If you stop hating on thy neighbor, good will come to you. Whether you believe it or not, freedom of speech is there. Yes, there's going to be preacher boys like me, preacher men like me out there preaching out pride parades. They're doing that because they know there's people with hatred and sadness in their heart that are confused. Yes, in the Bible it preaches they stoned a gay man. But look at us now. Are we stoning gay people? No. Look, I'm going to say this. If you burn the American flag, nothing happens. If you burn the Bible, nothing happens. But if you burn the pride flag, you get prison time. That says a lot about where America is nowadays. For example, Germany. If we ever go to war again, I put Germany for a reason. Germany is unified under the German flag. They will all say they are Germans. They are German. They are Germans and we are fighting for Germany. They're not saying we are lesbians, gays, we are fighting for the pride. No. They will say they are Germans in Germany and we are fighting for Germany to have a better tomorrow. If you ask America what they're fighting for, oh baby, it's a ball game. It's literally like a roulette. It's a roulette. It's those things at the machines where you click the button and it goes foop, 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 bang, 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 different things. And it's the day when everyone will say we are Americans and we fight for the United States of America. That's when everything is all right. Because there's no hatred in the heart. There's no good in the heart. It's just neutrality. There's three things: positive energy, negative energy, and neutral energy. If you accomplish all three, let alone if you accomplish the first two, if you accomplish all three, which I have done, you have perfected life pretty much. Because literally, the subatomic particles and atoms have three things: positive, neutral, and negative. And that says a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So, I hope you learned what hatred means to me, and I hope you can apply it to your life, to stop hating. And if you still have hate in your heart, use that hatred to enforce positivity into yourself, whether it be workouts, sports. Heck, I'm a comedian. I use a lot of the hate I have into making people laugh, and that's why I smile so hard all the time. On the inside, I'm hurting. But do I show it? No. And that says a lot about me, and a lot of people rely on me. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, please take this episode with an open mind and take it into practice if you want to. It's your choice. And remember, I'm the King Chan, the Preacher Boy Chan as well now. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if I do not see your faces again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and good morning to those MFers waking up right now. Don't do no drugs. Stay humble out there. Stay safe. Wear your seatbelt. Stay hydrated. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the strongest always protect the weak. And when the weak get strong, they protect those weaker than themselves. I'm the King Chan, ladies and gentlemen. This is me. Signing out. Episode 1 of The Preacher Boy, baby. I love your faces. Stay safe. I gotta do dishes.